On the 5th of October, I posted on Instagram that I was taking a break from social media. Behind the scenes, things have been building up for a while. But with some important end-of-year exams approaching, I was beginning to realise just how burnt out I was. I tried ignoring how I was feeling, and I tried pushing through it, but it got to the point where I could no longer avoid it because it became all-consuming. When I finally confronted the burnout, I discovered it stemmed from a huge amount of pressure I'd been putting on myself. During this break, I was able to look at things from a different perspective. Up until this point, I thought I was fooling everyone. I honestly thought no one could see through my mask, but my videos this year weren't as fun, I wasn't as authentic or bubbly, and as cringy as it is to say, I think it was pretty obvious that I'd lost my spark. I was essentially just posting videos for the sake of it rather than creating content that I enjoyed. I think now, if you look back on last year's videos, you can really see the difference. Last year I was loving writing, videos were relaxed and flowing naturally. I could have a laugh and I wasn't really taking myself as seriously. I involved friends and family in the vlogs, and I was allowing the same person that I was in real life in on camera. But most importantly, I was having fun. This year, even the atmosphere of my videos are different. Because of the burnout, I only had the motivation to go for road rides, or to do simple flat work. I wasn't working towards anything, and in all honesty, I dreaded writing. I was just writing to get them worked. I felt like I wasn't good enough, and that I wasn't achieving anything. Neither of the boys did anything to cause my burnout, it was purely just related to my mindset. But because of my mindset, I lost my enjoyment in everything. So I decided to quit writing. I stopped writing altogether. I thought I was letting Splish and Archie down, and that they would be better off with someone else. And it got to the point where I began to consider selling them. But during my break, I sustained head injury. There's no exciting story to go with it, I wasn't even writing, but the impact caused a lump above my left eyebrow and I developed a black eye. I was so unwell from the concussion that I spent a large majority of my time in bed resting and sleeping, and I wasn't allowed to ride for a few weeks. It also meant that I was unable to sit my exams, which I was so disappointed about because I'm a little bit of a nerd, but it was a bit of a shock going from being so burnt out and busy and stressed to literally being unable to do anything. It did, however, give me time to think. I don't know why, but having someone tell me that I physically cannot ride helped me to see things more clearly. It's a little bit ironic that a concussion is actually a blessing in disguise. My break from writing helped me realise that I didn't actually want to quit. I was able to distinguish that what I was feeling was actually burnout rather than the end of horses. With this distinction, I was reminded of what riding actually means to me. Now this might be a little cheesy, but riding really is my safe place. I feel at home on a horse. It's my escape from reality. The amount of joy it brings is worth the bad days, and the memories are priceless. I also realised how much I miss jumping, how much I miss competing, just the freedom and the peace that it brings. Riding's in my blood, I can't just quit. Not to even mention just how much Splash means to me. He's my heart horse and the bond we have is like no other. While Archie has so much potential that sparks a new level of passion and determination for the sport. I really want to continue growing and learning as a rider. I still have so many goals that I'm yet to accomplish. So many memories to make with the boys and with my riding friends. Hi. I think if there's going to be a point that you take out of this video, it would definitely be the importance of looking after your mental health, especially in order to prevent burnout. This has been a big learning curve for me and I feel a lot better now that I've recognised it and I've dealt with the burnout, but I think I just want to stress that it's totally okay to take a break from things. Because if you keep pushing when you're running on empty, things will crash and burn. But yeah, I just want to emphasise that it's totally okay to take breaks. Your horses aren't going to mind at all. They're animals, they're not machines. They don't know the show season schedule. They aren't worried about series points. They just want to spend time with you, but if you're burnt out, you can't really be fully present with them. And I know it's easier said than done, and there's a lot of pressure in the equestrian community to be out competing and to always constantly be improving. But taking a break actually shows how strong of a person you are. It shows that you value yourself and your well-being, and that you have the ability to recognise when things aren't quite going to plan. And by taking a break in the future, you'll be able to see those warning signs, and having the courage to take a break, I think, is a really big sign of personal growth. But moving forward with this channel, that things might look a little bit different to how they've looked these past few months. But for YouTube, I am going to try really hard to bring back how last year's videos kind of felt, because they were really fun and felt quite genuine, and I did not take myself seriously, and I think in general they were just easier to watch and more entertaining. So videos aren't going to be as serious, they are going to be a lot more fun. I'm going to try and do some challenge videos, and I'm thinking of including some friends in vlogs again, and I'm also wanting to bring back some authenticity. You guys know how passionate I am about mental health and psychology. Becoming a psychologist is my dream job, and it's what I want to do for the rest of my life, and this year being a postgrad psych student has really shown me that this is the area that I want to go into. And in the equestrian community there are some great influencers who bring awareness to mental health, but I think in general there's quite a big lack of advocacy for riders and discussion and normalisation around mental health. So now, after having a wee reset, I am really hoping to weave mental health related topics back into my social media, into talking about mental health type stuff on YouTube as well. So please let me know if there's anything that you want to see or anything that you want me to talk about. I would love your suggestions. But if you've stuck with me this far into the video, thank you so much. Your support really does mean the world to me. I hope this video has been able to answer any questions that you may have had, or has been able to clear any confusion up. Like always, if you have any questions or video requests, please let me know down below. I love hearing from you guys, so I'll be in the comment section below replying to everyone. And I'm going to do the really cringy YouTube thing and say please like and subscribe, because it really does help me out and it lets me know what type of content you guys like. And I thought I'd say, if you want a shout out on my Instagram, all you have to do is just tag me in your stories of you watching my videos, and I will share them on my Instagram and give you guys a shout out so we can continue building this little family that we have. But other than that, my DMs are always open and I love chatting with you guys. But I hope you guys are all having a lovely week, and I will see you in the next video very soon. It feels good to be saying that.